Well, it's the postseason. It's the second season, and it's one game sudden death. You win, you survive, and advance to play another day. You lose, you go home, and your season is over. Tonight, two teams will move on, while two teams will not. As tonight begins the 15th District Basketball Tournament from Glasgow High School. Hi, everybody. Jay Turner alongside Robert Bauer. Glad you could join us on WCLU 104.7 as we'll be broadcasting the entire 15th District Tournament throughout the week, including tonight's second game, which features Allen County Scottsville against Warren East. Luke Pritchard is our studio producer, and BC Live providing live stream for Barren County games this week. In game one of our doubleheader, the defending 15th District champs Barren County Trojanettes, the 1 seed who swept the District 15 regular season at 6-0, takes on 4 seed Glasgow Lady-Scotties, who finished 1-5 in district play. The Region 4 number 1 ranked team all season in Barren County. The Trojanettes come in at 27-2, while the Lady-Scotties are 8-21. Barren County finished the regular season at Russell County on Thursday night, winning 59-43 without point guard Michael Burton. He is back tonight, though, for the Trojanettes. And Glasgow finished the regular season at Franklin Simpson on Thursday without Jakiley Green, and they lost to the Lady Cats 69-45. The Trojanettes easily defeated the Lady-Scotties in both regular season games this year. Back on January 9th, 65-26 at Barren County, and on January 23rd at Glasgow, right here on this court, 81-47 was the final score. Barren County has hit 23 threes in those two games against Glasgow, and Shelby Bird also scored a career-high 32 points in the first game against the Lady-Scotties, and in the second game, 5 players, 5 Trojanettes, scored in double figures. Barren County won all 6 district regular season games over Allen County Scottsville twice by 21 and by 30. Warren East by 39 and 31, and the 2 over Glasgow. Glasgow's only win in district play was over Warren East by 7. They had losses to Allen County Scottsville twice by 16 and by 35. They lost to Warren East by 10. Glasgow only had 4 wins in the 4th region, 2 over Warren Central by 22 each, and by Greenwood by 9 points. So Barren County is looking for their 9th trip to Diddle Arena in the past 10 years and 7th district championship in 8 years. Glasgow is looking to advance for the first time since 2023. Their last district title was in 2016. The Trojanettes are 15-3 versus Glasgow in district tournaments, including last year's 73-38 win, and this would be the 9th time in 10 years the two teams have met in a district tournament game, whether it was in the first round or the championship game, and have won 21 straight over the Lady-Scotties. And the Trojanettes, Robert, a heavy favorite of this ball game. In one poll, the KHS RPI poll shows the Trojanettes by 24. In the Massey ratings, it has Barren County favored by 30.
Well, when you beat a team by 36.5 points on average in 2 matchups, you should be a heavy favorite. But as you read there in the opener, this is where you can throw the records out the window, and those 2 previous matchups don't get you any bonus points going into the game tonight. So we have to come in here, and in order for us to win 22 in a row against the Lady-Scotties and move on to the championship game on Thursday night, I think we have to really be focused. We have to block out the noise, if you will, and get through the nerves, get through the jitters, and I expect us through the first 8 minutes or so to play a little tight, to play like we're the region favorites, and everybody's kind of gunning for us and everybody's eyeing for us. But there'll be a good 8 minutes to get that out of our system, and then however far we're able to go, we can just play like we've been playing to get us to a 27-2 record. So, we've had a phenomenal season, but a lot of times your season's not measured by what you do in the regular season. It's measured by what you do in the postseason. So tonight starts an opportunity for these ladies who have been number one in the region all year to really live up to those expectations and prove that we've deserved that. So Glasgow will be gunning for us. Glasgow, I thought, scored the ball well against us. The second time they put up 47 points. We allowed them to score about 10 more points than we are averaging giving up. And that was mainly because I thought they were more aggressive offensively. The Crane girl ran the point for them. As you mentioned, Jacali Green's been out some games. She was out in that second time we played them. And Crane, who is an 8th grader, I thought just really did a great job handling the ball for them, handling their offense. We've got to do a good job keeping her in front of us tonight, not letting her get into the middle of the lane and then distributing to their really good three-point shooters, Reese England and Kayla Kirkpatrick on the wing. So, the three-point shooters, we want to identify them. We want to make them drive. Don't let them get open looks, and we really want to keep Crane in front of us. But I think we can speed her up. I think we can trap her. I think we can do some things. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when you are a 30-some point favorite, you shouldn't have to reach into your bag of tricks very often. You should be able to use just solid, good man-to-man defense to keep them in front and to keep them from scoring a ton. And just, we've made 11 and 12 threes against them, like you mentioned. We don't have to do that tonight, hopefully. But if we do, great. If we don't, we can rely on the defense to get us to Thursday night.
And that's your J&J Sales keys to the game tonight. And we are at the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off. We're about 11 minutes away. That's the Trojanettes and the Lady-Scotties here in Game 1 of this district tournament doubleheader. Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East later tonight. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with more of the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off as the Trojanettes take out the Lady-Scotties after this 2-minute break on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access, and Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. The Lady-Scotties average 49 points a game. They shoot 34% from the field, 138 threes on the season. That's an average of 5 a game at 27%. They only shoot 55% from the free throw line. And for Barren County, the Trojanettes are averaging 64 points, 42.5% from the field, 222 threes on the year, an average of 8 per ball game, and shooting 66% from the free throw line. Barren County remained the #1 team in the region in the final Bowling Green Daily News prep poll that came out today. Cumberland County remained at #2. District 15 opponent Allen County Scottsville came in at 3. Franklin Simpson 4, Monroe County 5. Bowling Green, Russell County, Metcalfe County, and Logan County in the top 9 of the teams in the 4th region. And Shelby Bird from Barren County was named to the first team all-region. Avery Morris of Allen County Scottsville was named Player of the Year, along with Josie Allen from Metcalfe County, Allie Pennington of Franklin Simpson, and Cumberland County's Maddie Cooksey. And as far as other teams, second team, Ansley Hendricks of Greenwood, Sarah Thompson, Monroe County, Anaya Coffey of Russell County, Chloe Smith of Franklin Simpson, Brindley Adler of Logan County. And on the third team, Braylon Wardlow of Warren East, Ansley Turner, Monroe County, Addie Slagle from Barren County named to the third team, and Deborah Patrick from Allen County Scottsville. She was also named, which they give it to a senior, the KABC Region Player of the Year, and also Bree Jolly of Metcalfe County making the third team all-region voted on by the coaches in the 4th region. Now, there's some other games going on tonight. There were a couple of games played yesterday in the 16th at Clinton County. And it was the Russell County girls defeating Clinton County 49-37. Kind of a mild upset, I guess you could say, even though it's crazy 16th district that's been going on throughout the season. Metcalfe County pulled it off over Russell County by a score of 66-55. And so Russell County is out. Clinton County girls are out. And then tonight in the 13th at Logan County, 6 o'clock tonight, Franklin Simpson girls 19-7 against Todd Central at 4-21. Franklin Simpson, the heavy favorite there. And then that'll be followed by Logan County boys 18-10. Todd Central 7-23. Logan County is the favorite there. In the 14th at Warren Central, Bowling Green girls at 15-13 against Warren Central at 5-24. And Bowling Green is a 20-point favorite there. Greenwood girls against South Warren. That should be a closer one. Greenwood comes in 14-15. South Warren is 9-16. Greenwood is the 4-point favorite in that ball game. And then over the 16th tonight, Cumberland County girls at 22-6 against Russell County at 16-12, and Clinton County boys at 23-4 against Metcalfe County at 10-18. So, and then after this game tonight, Allen County Scottsville girls 20-7 against Warren East at 11-15. They're showing Allen County Scottsville a double-figure favorite, 14 in the RPI, 10 in the Massey ratings. And tonight, Robert, here for this ball game against the Trojanettes and Lady-Scotties, as Barren County comes in 27-2, Glasgow 8-21. Barren County on the RPI KHSAA favored by 24, and in the Massey ratings they're favored by 30, which we talked about just a little bit earlier.
Well, I've already missed my first pick.
You missed your first pick? Oh, you had Russell County beating Metcalfe County. Yeah, so I think a lot of people did.
I'm 0 for 1. Hopefully we'll pick that back up and get on the right track here starting at 6 o'clock. So it's you've talked about this game, you've thought about this game, you practiced for this game and the postseason for a long time, and it's like 6 o'clock can't get here quick enough for the girls to be able to kind of start this journey, if you will. So it's important, and I know this is kind of the theme and what Piper is preaching to them here. It's very important that everybody contributes. Everybody contributes. Everybody kind of is able to pick one another up, and that's kind of been our theme all year long. If somebody's not hitting the three, somebody else picks up and takes over that spot, or we find other ways to score and other ways for everybody to get involved. So we're just a little over 3 minutes away from getting all that going and getting out here and actually tipping it up.
And we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the starting lineups of tonight's game. The Trojanettes Lady-Scotties, first game of the 15th District Tournament, here in 2 minutes on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident. You really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Here's the Lakeside Recycling starting lineups of tonight's game. Kelsey Kirkpatrick, her fourth season, 32 wins, 86 losses, the fourth seed. Shekinah Green, a 5'4 junior, 11.3 points, 4 rebounds. Reese England, a 5'4 eighth grader, 12.3 points a ball game. Kayla Kirkpatrick, 5'6 junior, 9.8 points. Also the starting lineup, Jayla Crane, a 5'5 eighth grader, 4.7 points, and Jordy Goodman, a 5'6 junior, averaging 1.6. Trojanettes under 11th year head coach Piper Lindsay, your assistant coaching staff of Brent Spillman, Michael Toms, Billy Michael Dyer, Mia Long, Shelby Bird, a 5'8 junior, 18.8 points, 4 rebounds a game. Mahala Burton, a 5'7 sophomore, 9.3 points, 4 rebounds. Addie Slagle, a 5'3 sophomore, 10 points a game. And Ashley Atkinson, a 5'10 senior, and she has been averaging right at 6 points a game and 4 rebounds. And Riley Wilson, a 5'10 senior, averaging 2.5 for the Trojanettes. Again, the Trojanettes won both regular season games, 65-26 and 81-47 against the Lady-Scotties. So we'll see what happens tonight. Though the record's out the window, we start all over with a second season here at the 15th District Basketball Tournament. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the starting tip-off, brought to you by Farmers RECC, and our first quarter of action brought to you by Raphael Sports Bar. Back in 3 minutes on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Maximize your internet experience with the SCRTC Wi-Fi app. Your home network at your fingertips. Personalized settings to enhance your Wi-Fi performance. Parental control features that provide peace of mind. Set screen time limits and more. Protect your network from malware, intrusions, and virus threats. Fiber fast internet, customer service, and managed Wi-Fi solutions from SCRTC.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for high quality, cost effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
High School gym as we get set for the 15th District Basketball Tournament. The first girls game tonight with the Barren County Trojanettes and the Glasgow Lady-Scotties. The entire squad's being introduced here on opening night of each game. As the starters now for Barren County about to be introduced. Again for Glasgow tonight, Ja'Kyla Green, Reese England, Kayla Kirkpatrick, Jayla Crane, and Jordy Goodman. They're in the Columbia blue uniforms tonight with royal blue numbers outlined in white. They're benched down to our right. Barren County to our left here in their home white uniforms tonight. Trojanettes scripted across the front of their jerseys. Gold numbers and lettering outlined in burgundy. The officials for tonight's first game: Adam Ryder, Tommy Young, and Chris Stafford. And the official sponsored by Extreme Health Club and Fitness for Women and ATM Media Solutions as we get set for this first quarter of action here tonight. Barren County Trojanet fans across the way. Got a few Glasgow fans behind us, and we've got a student section from Barren County across the way to our right, and just a few Glasgow students to our left down in the dog pound. And Ashley Atkinson for Barren County. It's Jordy Goodman for Glasgow. Barren County moving left to right if you're following on radio. Opposite way if you're following the live stream. And Adam Ryder tosses it up, and it's going to be chased down by Riley Wilson. She gets rid of the basketball to Slagle, and now to Mahala Burton. And she will get things going here for the Trojanettes here in the opening quarter of the game. Left side it goes to Bird. Bird dribbling out, fires it in there to Atkinson, going under, puts it up, missed the shot. It's tapped up, and I can't see Adam Ryder's in my way. Got a jump ball, and possession goes to Glasgow.
Riley got it, but brought it down, and they were able to tie it up off the Ashley miss. They're going to guard us man early, and we're going to pick up a little press. Not much. We're going to drop back in man.
Crane works it across the line for the Lady-Scotties, back and forth. She's going to drive to the basket, lost the handle, picked up by Burton. Burton giving the basketball up to Bird. Bird breaks to the middle, top of the key, driving left, going to the bucket, puts it up and in.
They're one of the very few teams that'll guard us man throughout this whole tournament.
Glasgow with the basketball. We played 45 seconds in the opening quarter. Kirkpatrick fakes one way, drives the other, goes into traffic, goes to Goodman in the corner, fires it down low, and posted up in there, falling up with the shot. It is no good for Kirkpatrick. And the rebound comes off to Atkinson. Goes left side with it to Slagle. Slagle now shovels it back out to Burton. Burton now gives it to Bird out between the circles. Bird with the basketball on the dribble, out top of the key against Kirkpatrick. Now sends it over to Burton on the left wing. Burton dribbling, kind of curl into the key, gives it back off to Atkinson. Atkinson now pivoting around, falling down with the ball, and coming up with it is Reese England. Turnover by the Trojanettes. Here's Kirkpatrick, hesitation move, goes to the baseline, and a foul on Shelby Bird.
Foul on the Trojanettes, number 24, Bird. Steve Bird.
Glasgow will have the basketball in a bounds, 6:36 to play here in the opening quarter. As Crane looking to inbounds, gets it in the corner to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick in the corner, gives it off now to Green. Ja'Kyla Green playing the point here for the Lady-Scotties, getting a screen. Now goes the other way, drives, throws up the runner. It is no good. And the rebound is Shelby Bird. Shelby Bird gets it into the front court. Down the right side, crossover to the left. Throws it back out to Burton. Swings over the left side to Slagle. Slagle trying to make a move on England. Gets cut off. Has to reverse it back out. It's Atkinson with the basketball. Back over to Burton on the right wing. Fakes. Drives. Cut off. In a corner. Slagle open. Three-point attempt is no good. And rebounded there by Jordy Goodman for the Lady-Scotties. Here's Green with it. Coming up into the front court of the right-hand side. Green still on the dribble. Gets with the basketball down to Crane. Halfway to the corner, right-hand side. Now back out. It's Reese England with the ball. Trying to get open. Fires up a three and drains it.
Set her a screen and really didn't give us much space to even help there. She knocked down the three quickly.
And Glasgow has the first lead here, 3-2. Trojanettes scored the first two. Burton with the basketball, reverses back out to Slagle. Slagle working against Green, trying to drive on her, cut off, gives it out top to Bird, can't shoot, trying to work against Kirkpatrick, spins in the lane, up and under, puts up the shot, rim's good.
Again, she gets called for less fouls against her than anybody in the region. That was a foul and one opportunity.
And Green with the basketball out of the right wing. Glasgow fires up a three. It is no good. Rebound, Riley Wilson. Outlet pass, Bird. Fires it across over to Atkinson. Atkinson pulls up. Three-pointer. Got it.
Two on the line.
Her toe was on the line, but it's 6-3. Trojanettes.
Couldn't see it. Must have barely been on it.
Here's Shikali Green over the left side out of Kirkpatrick on the wing. Guarded by Atkinson. Atkinson stays with her. Driving left to the lane. Losing the handle. Got it back though. Gives it out left side over to Goodman. Goodman back over to Kirkpatrick. Fakes. Drives. Trying to get around Atkinson. Blocked from behind and out of bounds.
Our guards and Ashley and Shelby both, even when you beat them by a step, they have great length to be able to block you from behind.
Addison McFall, a 5'4 senior, averaging 6. Hannah Bragg, 6'2 senior, 4.3 points a game. Goodman's going to come out for Glasgow, replaced by Riley Strode, a 5'11 junior. And also coming in is Natea Lightfoot, a 5'4 freshman for the Lady-Scotties. 4.5 minutes to go. First quarter, 6-3. Trojanettes lead it. Crane looking at inbounds, right side of the Glasgow bucket. Having trouble. Shoving it in there to Strode, stolen away by Burton. Burton pushing it down the floor. Burton driving to the basket, puts it up, missed the layup. Rebound, Bird back up, no good, but a foul.
Mahala's knee looked great there, didn't it? Full speed, beat everybody. Quick to the rim with the ball. Just wasn't able to finish, but Shelby there to get the offensive rebound and a chance for a couple of throws.
Foul is on Lightfoot. That is her first, team's first. Shelby Bird at the free throw line. 76% of the year. Puts it up and no good off the front of the rim. Layla Harris checking into the Trojanet lineup. 5'5 freshman comes in for Mahala Burton. 6-3, Trojanettes, 4:22 to go here in the first quarter. Shelby Bird back to the line. One more shot, and it comes out. Oh, man, that thing went halfway down. It spun out on the top of the rim and came off. 6-3, Glasgow whistle and an offensive foul. Illegal screen called against Riley Strode of Glasgow. That is her first and the team's second of the quarter.
Tried to slip the screen before she even set it, and that gives them their third turnover.
And what do we got here?
They let the clock go about an extra 11 seconds, so they reset it there.
Okay. So it's actually 4:12 left here in the first period. Crane's going to sit out, and Kirkpatrick is back in for the Lady-Scotties.
Their lineup has really evolved with the number of players that play and the amount that they play since the first time we were matched up against them.
Here's Hannah Bragg out. Oh, somebody just knocked Shelby Bird to the floor.
Ran through the screen. That was Lightfoot.
Lightfoot will pick up her second personal. 3 of the Lady-Scotties here in the first quarter. And so she goes and sits down on the bench. And back in is Jordy Goodman for Coach Kelsey Kirkpatrick. Shelby Bird will put the ball in play out of the side across the way for the Trojanettes. Almost half of this first quarter is gone as it comes out to Addie Slagle. Slagle sends it left side over to Harris. Now Harris out top, McFall covered up by England. Try to reverse it back to the right side. A lot of hand checking going on there. Slagle trying to make a move, can't. Oh, trying to throw it over the top. It's knocked away and stolen by England. England out the left side. Throws it back out to Kirkpatrick. And now fakes the pass, gives it back to England coming off the screen. Throws it up against the board. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but anyway, the Trojanettes came up with it. Here's Shelby Bird pulling up, shooting the long one. It is rimming, no good. And a rebound comes off to Glasgow's Jakada Green. Green down the right side with it against Bird. Down to 3:18 to go in the quarter. It is 6-3. Trojanettes working inside as Goodman in the paint. Throws it back out to Strode. Fakes, trying to get around Bragg. Muscles it up. Shot blocked by Bragg with a foul. Okay, that's going to put Riley Strode at the free throw line for Glasgow, shooting 44.5% of the season. Averages just over 4 points a game. A 5'11 junior for Glasgow. 2 shots here. First one is on the way, and it's no good. Barren County with 3 buckets from 2-point range. Lady-Scotties have a 3. That's all the scoring so far here in this first quarter. We played almost 5 minutes. And Strode back at the line for the second shot. It's on the way, and it is good. 6-4, Lady-Scotties trailing the Trojanettes here by 2 at Glasgow here this opening night of the 15th District Basketball Tournament. And a turnover by Barren. Unforced. So Glasgow's basketball, 3:02 to go. First quarter. Chicani Green with it for the Lady-Scotties. Brings it in the front court against Shelby Bird. Sends it left side over to Kenley Stevens, who's in the ball game now. Kirkpatrick trying to penetrate into the key. Gives it off to Goodman, right side of the key. Penetrating, spins. Throws it back off the right side over to Stevens. And back out to Green. Goes back right side to Strode. Strode covered up by Bragg. They go down low. Goodman throwing it up. No good. Came up real short on that one. Good defense there for the Trojanettes. Here comes Atkinson down to the right corner. Going up the baseline. That's McFall. Hands it back off to Atkinson. Atkinson having some trouble in a lot of traffic. Giving it back out to Burton. Over it goes to Bragg. 3-point attempt. Short. Glasgow back the other way. Here's Green. Pushing it into the front court. Top of the key. Now lost the handle. Tipped away. Got it back though. And throws it across over to Stevens. Stevens on the right side with 2:08. Spins. Throws up the shot. And she walked. But the shot goes in for Stevens.
Walked all over the place.
And it's tied at 6 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Atkinson with the basketball, working inside the paint, right side of the lane. And it's a turnover by Barren. Here comes Green with it. Up court, Kirkpatrick pulling up, stepping back, 15-foot shot, good. And Glasgow has an 8-6 lead. Burton with it out front for the Trojanettes. Left side, Shelby Bird. Sends it across out to Atkinson. Atkinson back over to Bragg on the left wing. Minute 26 to go in the quarter. McFall out to Burton. 3 in the air, way off the mark. Glasgow with the basketball coming the other way. Here's Green into the front court with it for the Lady-Scotties. Works it into the paint. Goes underneath the Strode, and she puts it in and is fouled. Foul is on Hannah Bragg, and that is her second personal. That's number 3 on the Trojanettes. And Glasgow has a 10-6 lead with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. Riley Wilson checking back in. Hannah Bragg goes out with those 2 fouls. Strode at the line with a chance to make an old-fashioned 3-point play. Here's the free throw. It's up, and it is no good. Atkinson claims the board. Bounce pass off to Burton. Burton looking. Now throws it across out to Slagle. Slagle against Kirkpatrick. Right side is Atkinson. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Burton with the basketball. Out of the wing. Burton coming off the screen. Dribbles left. Gives it off to Atkinson. She sets the screen for her. Atkinson losing the handle. And down to the floor, Glasgow comes up with the basketball, but it's going to be tied up, or a timeout. Going to get a timeout, looks like.
No way they get a timeout. That should have been the arrow.
43.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Glasgow with a 10-6 lead. The 4 seed against the 1 seed Trojanettes.
I'm sure nobody remembers, except me, what I said the very first thing. We got to get through this first 8 minutes. You get through this first 8 minutes, you kind of get the set of jitters out of the way. We have been the number 1 team in the region all year. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And you've got to get through your own nerves and own tightness before you can really start playing. And that's what we've seen in the first 8 minutes. They have come at us and come at us hard. They are playing man defense as hard as they can play it. We've got to make some adjustments, and we've got to get going and take the speed of the game back to the way we want it instead of letting Glasgow completely control this game so far.
Got Harris, McFall, Burton, Wilson, and Slago on the court right now for the Trojanettes. The final 43 seconds of the first quarter. Glasgow with a 10-6 lead. Stevens has it. She carried it, no call. Gives it over to Kirkpatrick. Setting the screen to Strode. Top of the key, lets it fly. Three-pointer, got it.
That's a little miscommunication. Our defensive breakdowns have been obvious here in the first half. You can't leave them open for three, and you can't let the big girl have a wide-open block shot.
13-6, Glasgow by 7. McFall gives it to Wilson. In the corner is Slagle. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Three, high arching shot, good.
All right, let's go. 0-4 from three before that.
Riley goes through three. Here's Stevens with the basketball. Down to 4 seconds to go. They give it to Crane. Three-point attempt. Almost banked it in. Rebound Wilson. And that's the end of the first quarter. And Glasgow has a 13-9 lead over Barren County here in this 15th District Tournament game. And we'll return in 1 minute on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an...
Trojanettes trailing the Lady-Scotties 13-9 as we start quarter number 2. Shelby Bird, Riley Wilson, Layla Harris, Mahala Burton, and Addie Slagle start the second quarter for Coach Piper Lindsay. Ball comes into play to Burton, hands it back off to Slagle. Slagle now looking, has it poked away. Bird caught it though on the right side, throws it out to Burton. Burton now sends it left over to Harris. Harris on the dribble, out top, it comes to Bird. Bird trying to drive to the basket, goes up with a shot, got it, and a foul. Foul is on Jakani Green. Her first foul against Glasgow here in the second quarter. Bird missed a pair back in the first period. Let's see if she can make this one, and she does it. It's way short. Rebound to Glasgow. They've got it down the floor. Here's Kirkpatrick going under, pumps and missed the shot. Traveling called on Kirkpatrick.
They just did a sideline break here off the free throw, and we were lollygagging back. Fortunate they didn't get a layup.
Mahala Burton with the ball, gives to Bird across the midcourt line. Working against Kirkpatrick, one-on-one. Sends it left side over to Wilson. Wilson on the dribble, hands it off to Slagle. Slagle hooks it back over to Burton. Burton wanting to drive, cut off at the baseline, throws it back out to Slagle. Now Slagle on the dribble, here on the left side of the floor. Sends it across over to Harris. Harris trying to make a move, can't. Pass batted up in the air, stolen. Another turnover by Glasgow here in this quarter. They shovel it out to Goodman. Gives it off to England. Long distance three, short. And that ball will be out of bounds to Barren County.
I think Glasgow has a valid argument.
Yeah,
that
I think it was
blocked.
partially tipped, just barely tipped.
Slagle got a hand on it. She did a good job closing out on England there, but we'll get the break. 11 field goal shots in the first quarter. If we want to shoot 60 a game, we're way below pace right now.
Yeah.
We've got to turn it up, speed it up, and take advantage. There's some mismatches out there. I'm not saying go 1-4 low and just go one-on-one, but there's some big-time mismatches out there.
Backdoor pass. It's Burton giving it out to Atkinson. Sends it out to Slagle. Left side is Harris. Harris trying to make a move on England. Cut off, goes up and under, throws it up and in.
It's a good move by Layla. The under control, up and under, getting her man to commit and then taking advantage of it.
Ties it up at 13. Green with the basketball, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Green as Bird went sailing to the baseline. That'll be 2 on Ja'Kyla Green and 2 on Glasgow here in the second quarter of play.
He had to call it, and it wasn't going to be on Shelby because she didn't really do anything to initiate the contact. It would have been a big foul if it was Shelby's second, but no way it could have been.
Atkinson with it, sends it out to Harris. Harris out now to McFall, who's back in the court. Now gives it to Bird. Bird looking inside, gives to Burton, slices under, and a shot partially blocked out of bounds. Stays with the Trojanettes underneath with 6:13 to go here in the first half. 13-13 score. Bird left to the bucket. Gets it out in the corner. Atkinson pulls the trigger. It rims, no good. Bird puts it back up and in.
Well, he ran for Shelby to step back in, but nobody went within Ashley, and she took the three like she should have.
And here's Kirkpatrick driving strong, gets cut off, gives it out to Goodman. And now to England. England fakes one way, drives the other, throws it up against the glass too hard. Rebound, Layla Harris for the Trojanettes. Racing down the right side, pulls up now, hands it off to Bird. Bird trying to make a move inside, throws up the one-hander, no good. And the rebound comes off to Kirkpatrick. She's out to the races. Right side wing, England a three, no good. And underneath, rebounded there by Burton for the Trojanettes. Mahala Burton loops it up. It's McFall. Tried to save it in bounds and couldn't. Had too much on that one. Glasgow gets it back with 5:32 to go in the first half. Trojanettes leading 15-13.
We want to control the pace, but we don't want Glasgow to force it. They can play out of control if they want, but we need to be able to shift back down and get into a half-court offense. We haven't really got any fast break opportunities. Just ahead 2 here, 5:30 to go in the first half.
Stevens with the basketball for Glasgow. Works against McFall. Gets it in front court. McFall trying to put the pressure on her. Gives it to Kirkpatrick. Strode setting the screen. Dribbles off of it. Drives in the lane. Slices under. Puts it up and in.
Just need to switch that. There's no reason that we both halfway commit to her drive.
15-15. Burton with the basketball. Nice crossover dribble. Goes to the bucket and puts it in.
They had no idea who was matched up against who there.
30-second timeout called by Coach Piper Lindsay with 5:04 to go here in the first half. This second quarter is brought to you by CRS Construction. Trojanettes 17, Lady-Scotties 15. Give you a score update here from the 16th district. It is Russell County girls leading Cumberland County 13-11. In the 14th, after 1, it's Bowling Green 16, Warren Central girls 2.
The first thing that Piper needs to say after that timeout is just settle down, we're okay. We've got to, understand that and expect that they're not just going to come out here and say, here, you can move on to the championship game. They're going to try to play for their season like everybody else is tonight.
That is true. Glasgow's basketball as Goodman gets it inbounds to England. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter, and a 2-point lead for the Trojanettes at 17-15. They bounce it over to Kirkpatrick against Bird. Kirkpatrick now sends it back out to England. Goodman comes over to set a screen, trying to get open, dumps it in, whistle. What do we got? 3 seconds in the lane against the Lady-Scotties.
Yeah, Strode had built a campfire in there, and there was really nobody around her. Their 6th turnover of the evening.
Shelby Bird out to Mahala Burton. Burton directing traffic here. Trying to get around Goodman. Still on the dribble out front, trying to set things up. Not sure everybody knows where they're supposed to be. Here's McFall giving it out to Burton. But you've got Harris and McFall and Burton and Bird. Now McFall driving, a little floater in the lane. Good.
Looked like we were trying to run something new there, and we had to get everybody in the position, and it ended with a bucket. Yeah. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. 19-15, Trojanettes by 4. Kirkpatrick working strong, double-teamed, forcing up the shot, no good. Rebound to Burton.
Go, you got numbers.
Burton pushing it down the floor. Burton driving to the bucket, puts it up and in.
Mismatch right now is Strode on Burton. She's camping out in the middle lane on both ends of the floor, and we just took it right at her that time. Our biggest lead of the night at 6.
21-15, Trojanettes will take a 30-second timeout. 30 seconds here on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
(21-15), Trojanettes leading the Lady-Scotties here. The second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction. Barren County on a 12-2 run after trailing 13-9 at the end of the first quarter. The only two-point bucket coming from Kayla Kirkpatrick. And Barren County Shelby Bird has scored a couple of baskets. Mahala Burton with a couple of baskets and a basket apiece from Allison McFall and Layla Harris. Hannah Bragg, the only one in foul trouble for Barren County with 2. And for Glasgow, Green and Lightfoot have 2. Glasgow's basketball. Stevens has it for the Lady-Scotties into the front court. Trying to look for England. Reverses back to the left side. Poked away and stolen. McFall's got it for the Trojanettes. She's on the run and drives against Kirkpatrick. She fouled her. Basket goes in anyway for McFall.
Taking advantage of the freshmen there, having to handle the ball because they're foul trouble.
Here's a bad pass sailing into the court, and here comes Bird with it. Bird with a crossover move, goes to the bucket, and got fouled, no call. Slagle underneath the basket, throws it back out. McFall, 3, bang!
5 straight for Addison. All 5 of those off Glasgow Scotty turnovers. Keep pouring it on here.
3:10 to go in the first half, 26-15. Trojanettes now a 17-2 run by Barren County. Comes into Stroh, ball almost knocked away there. Coming up with it is Crane. Crane to the right corner with it for the Lady-Scotties. In trouble, gets rid of it to Kirkpatrick against Shelby Bird. Crane comes over to set a screen. Now drives into the paint, goes under, flips up the shot. It is no good, but a foul called against the Trojanettes.
I think it'll be on Riley there.
That'll be her first, and the first foul of the second quarter against Barren County. Going to put Kirkpatrick at the free throw line. 70% of the season. She's the best free throw shooter for the Lady-Scotties. Shot goes up and in. Kirkpatrick now with 8. Mahala Burton checking back to the Trojanet lineup to give Shelby Bird a break. 26-16.
Going to roll the dice as Glasgow. They put Green back out there with those 2 fouls.
And Kirkpatrick back to the line. One more shot is on the way. It banks in. 26-17. Here's Slagle. Right side. Trying to bounce it into Atkinson. Couldn't find her. McFall with it. Out top now. Burton. A lot of pressure from Kirkpatrick. Off to Slagle. Slagle curling around the left side. Stepping back. There was a foul there. No call. McFall gives it over the right side of Burton. Burton trying to drive against Green. Throws up the shot. Got blocked. It should have been a foul there. Got her on the wrist.
Not going to call anything. I told you tournament time they swallow their whistles.
Kirkpatrick penetrating down the lane. Puts it up and in.
And we lost our man. Again.
26-19. Atkinson with it right side. Bounces it out now to Burton. Over goes McFall. Another 3. Go!
Addison's been good so far tonight. Senior leadership pulling us through here up to 10.
10 points for McFall here in this quarter alone. It's 29-19 Trojanettes. Minute 52 to go. First half, Crane spinning. Going up with a shot over McFall. No good. Rebound Atkinson for the Trojanettes. Atkinson in the backcourt gives it to Burton. Burton sends it down the floor. McFall back out to Burton. Burton working the left side of the floor. Hands it off to Slagle. Slagle trying to penetrate. Can't go. Hands it back off to Atkinson out front. Atkinson reverses. Got a lot of pressure from Crane. Gives it back over now to Slagle. Slagle trying to get around Green. Can't. Steps back. Shoots the 3 out of the corner. No. Underneath Wilson. Goes back up. No good. And the rebound comes off to Glasgow.
Not going to get free throws tonight. We're 17 of 18 from the free throw line the second time we played them over here, but we're not going to get close to that tonight.
Green with the basketball. Kirkpatrick, long distance 3 over Burton. No good. Wilson waiting for the rebound. Gets rid of it off to Burton. Burton ahead up to Atkinson. Atkinson finds some running room in there. Got bumped. Shot goes up. No good, but a foul.
Good break opportunity there. They had to make a choice. Do I want to guard Addison McFall in the corner, who's knocked down 2 threes this quarter, or do I want to give you a wide open layup? And they were halfway in between, and that's what got us to the foul line that time.
Atkinson at the line for 2 shots, 60% of the year for Ann Ashley, and the free throw is up, and it rims good. 30-19, Barren County. Shelby Bird back in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay. 57.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Atkinson back at the free throw stripe, and it's up, and it's good again for a Matt London KFB free throw. 31-19, Trojanettes lead it by 12. England with a basketball for the Lady-Scotties. Gets a screen out top, double screen. Gives it over to Stevens. Stevens back out now to Green. 45 seconds to go in the half. Back over to England. Fakes one way, drives the other, throws it up on the run, banked it up, no good. Crashing the board is Ann Ashley Atkinson. Gets rid of it off to Burton. Ahead up to Shelby Bird. Shelby Bird breaks to the middle. Top of the key, stops, looks, turns, gives it off now to Atkinson. Fires it down to Burton. One dribble, pump fake, puts it up, got it.
I was going to say go even if it's a hard shot because you've got the size advantage and numbers there.
33-19. Give Burton a bank shot brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. 15 seconds to go in the half. A collision here. Ball gets away. England's got it, though, on the right side against Slagle. 10 seconds left in the half. Green back to England. Fires it up for 3. No good. Rebound Goodman. Throwing it back up off the glass. No good. Knocked down. Burton's got it. Slings it down the floor, and that will end the first half of play. So the Trojanettes have a 14-point lead here at the break. It's 33-19. The Trojanettes scored 24 points in the second quarter to Glasgow 6. And we'll return in 2 minutes with our halftime report brought to you by SCRTC on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939. SCRTC Connect is the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Welcome home to reliable internet from SCRTC, your fiber optic provider. Create a tailored environment that allows you to take control of your Wi-Fi. Simple and intuitive features to keep your Wi-Fi network safe and at peak performance. Sign up for SCRTC Fiber Fast Internet today and download the ultimate Wi-Fi experience to take control of your internet. SCRTC Connect.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies every...
Trojanettes 33, Lady-Scotties 19 here at halftime of the SCRTC Halftime Report. Looking at some halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's, but before that we'll give you a couple of score updates from other district tournaments going on tonight. Bowling Green girls leading at halftime 35-14 over Warren Central, and in the 13th, it is Franklin Simpson girls 51, Todd Central 12. 51-12, Franklin Simpson over Todd Central, halftime down in District 13. Looking at some stats for the first half, Glasgow had 7 field goals in the first half. 2 of those were three-point shots. They had only 2 field goals in that second quarter, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. as Kayla Kirkpatrick scored all 6 points for Glasgow in that second period of play. She has 12 of Glasgow's 19 points on 4 baskets, and one of those a three-point shot, and she's 2 for 2 from the foul line. A three-pointer from Reese England in the first half. Riley Strode also with a basket and 1 of 3 from the foul line, and a 2-point basket coming from Kenley Stevens. Kylie Green started the ball game, did not score, along with Jayla Crane. And as far as the foul situation, Green has 2, Lightfoot has 2 for Glasgow. Trojanettes, who racked up 24 points in that second quarter, to Glasgow 6 in the first half. 14 field goals for the Trojanettes. 3 of those are three-pointers, 2 of 5 from the foul line. And Addison McFall, coming off the bench, has knocked down 2 threes and 2 twos, all in the second quarter. 10 points for McFall to lead Coach Piper Lindsay's team. Shelby Bird with 4 baskets for 8, went 0 for 3 from the foul line. 6 from Mahala Burton. All 3 of those baskets came in the second quarter. A three-pointer from Addie Sligel. And Ashley Atkinson had a basket and 2 free throws for her 4 points. And Layla Harris had a basket for 2 points. Riley Wilson started the ball game, did not score. Hannah Bragg saw action but did not score. She went out with foul trouble, picked up 2 there in the early part of the second quarter. So Trojanettes, after a slow start, trailed 13-9, but then went on a big run, racking up 24 points to Glasgow 6 in the second.
Mentioned we only got up 11 shots. The difference in getting up 11 shots in the first quarter versus getting up 16, you multiply those 2 numbers by 4, and you're going to end up with 20 more shots over the course of the game if you put up 16 versus 11. So it magnifies our ability to get up and down the floor, get up quick shots, put a lot of pressure on their defense when we're able to do 10 of 16 in the second quarter after we were just 4 of 11 in the first. So we definitely turned it up on both ends. I thought we did a good job keeping our man. That was kind of a point of emphasis. Every time we'd had a stop, they make sure they were communicating, talking about who their matchups were. So we made sure we didn't end up in a situation where England was wide open for a 3 or their big girl was wide open underneath the rim there like she was that one time when Strode was able to capitalize on our only bucket. So we were 14 of 26 for the half, 54%, hit a third of our threes, 3 of 9. They were 7 of 24, so made half as many field goals as we did and shot at 29%, 2 of 7 from 3. We turned it over 5, they turned it over 8. Out-rebounded them 19-11. We had 4 offensive boards. We're able to only get 2 points on those 4 offensive boards, held them to just 2 offensive rebounds, and they didn't get a second effort points. We only had 4 points off of their turnovers. They only had 2 points off of ours. The biggest difference right now is in a couple of stats. That's points in the paint. We are doing a really good job attacking the paint and getting buckets down there. We're outscored them in the paint 18-4, and our bench just showed up, and that's mainly Addison McFall. We've got 12 points coming off of our bench to 5 for Glasgow. Addison clearly had a super first half right there in the second quarter where we needed it the most. She scored all of her 10 in that second and really gave us a spark to kind of tell everybody it's going to be okay. We just got to get over that bump of the first 8 minutes, and we are doing a great job putting that 8 minutes behind us and kind of moving forward. Just 16 minutes more to go to kind of get the first one out of the way, if you will.
Coming up after this one, after the Trojanettes and Lady-Scotties, we've got Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East. We'll have that one here for you later tonight on 104.7 WCLU. Tomorrow night, we're back here with the boys getting started with the Glasgow Scotties and the Warren East Raiders. That game starts at 6. Wednesday night, the Trojans against the Patriots at 6 o'clock here from Glasgow High. The championship of the girls will be on Thursday night at 6. The boys championship Friday night at 6 o'clock. We got all the games right here on 104.7 WCLU. And also we'll have all the 4th region tournament games starting Sunday at WKU's Dental Arena, as we'll have all 14 games of the 4th region tournament right here on 104.7 WCLU. Well, we're going to come back with the second half. This halftime report brought to you by SCRTC, and our stats brought to you by McDonald's. Coming up, it's the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home third quarter as the Trojanettes lead it here at the break, 33-19 over Glasgow. Back in 2 minutes on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Have you services?
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for high quality, cost effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Glasgow 19. Trojanettes trailed in that first quarter. They came back in the second quarter, outscoring the Lady-Scotties 24-6. Again, we've got Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East coming up next year on 104.7 WCLU. That will be radio only and on the internet feed. No live stream of the second game, but we've got the audio broadcast for you here on radio of Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East later tonight. Big Glasgow's basketball to start the second half. And the Trojanettes going back with Shelby Bird, Burton, Atkinson, Wilson, and Slagle. Glasgow, Kirkpatrick trying to drive to the basket. Has it blocked from behind.
Out of bounds.
And it will stay with Glasgow. They got England, Green, Kirkpatrick, Goodman, and Crane to start the second half for Coach Kelsey Kirkpatrick. Having some trouble getting the ball in play, and England's in a trap, throws it back out to Kirkpatrick on the left wing. They send it across over to Goodman to the right side. Back out top it comes to England. England defended there by Slagle. They set a screen forward, dumps it in, almost picked up, but Shorty Goodman has a shot blocked in there by Bird. Dug out of the floor there by Burton, and the Trojanettes on the run. Bird up court, Atkinson right side, back to Bird, fakes the three, drives in, stumbles, and runs in. We got a collision here and a jump ball.
Should be ours.
Trojanettes will have it underneath. 7:24 to go here in the third quarter. As Burton looks to inbounds, underneath it goes to Bird. She got fouled. Shot won't go, but a foul. And Shelby Bird will be at the free throw line. A foul is on Jordy Goodman, and that is her first personal foul, first foul of the third quarter against the Lady-Scotties. Now, Shelby Bird went 0 for 3 in the first half. Normally a 76% foul shooter. Gets a pair here.
She was 4 of 7 from the field, but she couldn't hit a free throw. We'll see if we can kind of get off that snide.
Taking her time here, throws it up and in. It's a Mad London, Kentucky Farm Bureau free throw. Point number 9 for Shelby Bird. The lead now 15 for the Trojanettes at 34-19. Bird for the second toss. Good again. In double figures now with 10 to match up Addison McFall's 10. Pass knocked away by Atkinson, but taken back by England. England's going to drive, throws it up on the run. It's short. Bird with a rebound, hands it off to Slagle, and then lost the handle, but Bird's got it there. She was defended. Bird, diagonal pass. Nobody there to catch it. They went between Wilson and Atkinson.
6 turnovers. Doesn't seem like a lot, but they've come at really awkward times. 1-3-1 full court.
And it's Green giving the ball off to Crane. Crane hooks it back across over to Kirkpatrick in the middle of the Green. Green gets it across the line, got around Bird. Right side, throws up the shot. It is no good. Long rebound comes off to Slagle. She fires it across over to Burton on the right side. Burton, defended by Crane, gives it out to Bird, top of the key against Kirkpatrick. Right side, Burton. Brings it back out. Man-to-man defense by Glasgow. They hand it off to Slagle. And now Slagle with the ball. Working to the left side, drives left of the lane, throws it up off the window and in.
Yeah, I thought there's been some opportunities for Slagle to take them off the bounce a few times tonight. She's going to find them here in the second half.
Here's Green throwing it down, and jumped in there was Wilson, knocking it out of bounds, but fell to the floor. Ball will stay with Glasgow. 6:21 to go here in the third, as Addison McFall is checked back into the Trojanet lineup here in the second half for Riley Wilson.
Go with a little smaller guard-oriented lineup to kind of match their quickness, and they don't have any size, so we don't have to have a big out there all the time.
Kirkpatrick in the corner, Crane shovels it back out to Kirkpatrick. Wanted to shoot that three, defended by McFall. Drives, spins, goes up and under, missing the shot, got her on rebound, throws it back out. It's Jordy Goodman with a three-point attempt, way off the mark, hit the right side of the backboard. Here comes Bird with it. Bird driving, going to the basket, puts it up, missed the shot, tapped it, grabbed it there by Atkinson, and puts it up for a shot and is fouled.
And actually had 5 boards in the first half, all defensive. That's her first offensive rebound. We'll get her a chance at the stripe.
2 shots. Atkinson's free throw is good. She's 3 for 3 at the line. And 5 points. The lead now doubled up on Glasgow at 38-19. Goodman is out for Glasgow. Coming in is Stevens. Crane going out as well. And it's Strode back in. 38-19. Atkinson back at the free throw line to make it a 20-point lead if she can connect on this one. Puts it in the air, and it is good.
After trailing by 4 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. 20-point lead for Barren County now. Green in a trap, throws it away. Right in the hands of Mahala Burton. Fires in the corner. Here's Bird. Out to Slagle. Slagle trying to drive. Dumps it back to Bird. Curling around the lane. Throws up the jumper. No good. Rebound Kirkpatrick for the Lady-Scotties. Driving it down. Going down the lane. Throws up the shot and drops it in.
The lane just wide open there, and she drove right down the middle of the lane. They'll get a quick timeout after their first bucket of the half.
14 points for Kayla Kirkpatrick. We're going to take a 30-second break as Glasgow is taking full. It is 39-21 Trojanettes on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Going to give you an updated score from District 16 over Clinton County. It is Cumberland County girls 34, Russell County 33, heading into the fourth quarter. Russell County got the win over Clinton County yesterday in the 4-5 game. That one has become interesting with 8 minutes left. In Albany, Cumberland County up by 1 point. The number 2 best team in the region all season long. And that's a 1 against a 4. Here's Burton with the basketball, penetrating into the lane. Bounces over to Atkinson. Atkinson. Now to McFall. McFall gives it back to Burton. Burton trying to get around Strode. Throws it back over to Slagle. A little 4-footer. Good. Slagle with 7. Lead back up to 20. Barren County 41. Glasgow 21. Almost a steal there. That was a walk. Strode throws it across. Over to Stevens. Out to Kirkpatrick. Launches it up for three. It's in there. That was way out near the volleyball line as Kirkpatrick gets her second tray of the game.
She's the only thing keeping them in the game.
Here's Atkinson firing a three. Bingo!
And Ashley, was that 8 or 9 she's got tonight?
That is 9 on a Riley Dental Group 3 for Atkinson, and they throw it away. Lead is back up to 20. It's been the largest of the ball game with 4:35 to go here in the third. As Glasgow will get Lightfoot back in the game. Green will check out.
Thinking of finally go zone? No, I don't think so. They've stayed man almost the whole game.
Yeah, meeting Burton, gives it over to Slagle. Slagle trying to drive around Lightfoot, gives it out to Bird. Right side it goes to McFall. Fakes, goes in the corner, covered up, dumps it back off to Burton. Burton now sends it out top. Bird pulls the trigger for three. Good!
Ooh, just snuck over the front of the rim. 2 threes here
that one
in the third quarter.
47-24. Trojanettes by 24. There's a walk on Stevens. Trojanettes get it right back with 4:09 to go. Third period.
Threw it away anyway, and I don't mean to pick on the young kid, but she's out there handling a point, probably not really had a lot of experience in a big game like this, so when we turn up the pressure a little bit on them, they're keen to turn it over.
Burton with it out front against England. England got her hands on her there. Got them all out there. Look there again. There's a backdoor pass sailing over the head of Bird and out of bounds.
Got to look. She just threw it and hoped Shelby would be there. We ran that play a lot, just a little backdoor play, but she was way too far close to us to throw it, and she didn't even look to see and committed our 7th turnover.
Here is Stevens with a basketball. Gets it into the front court. Stumbling, got rid of the ball. On the right side, 3:49 to go, third quarter. England with it for Glasgow. Loses it out of bounds, right into their bench. Pressure got to England.
Yeah, she's had a rough night. Only one bucket. She's about 1 of 8 or so. She was 1 of 6 in the first half and missed her couple this half.
3:45 to go, third quarter. Barren County 47, Glasgow 24. Here's McFall. Off to Bird, right side, halfway the corner. Atkinson, top of the key, three. Rims no good. And battle for the rebound. A foul will be called against Addison McFall.
We don't have our bigs in there, but we could send at least 2 more to the glass and see if we can get some offensive rebounds.
Layla Harris checking back the Trojanet lineup for Mahala Burton. Down to 3:32 to go here in the third quarter. 47-24, Trojanettes. Green gives it to Goodman. Sends it back. Oh, Green lost the handle. Here is Layla Harris. Gives it to Atkinson. Atkinson trying to drive. Gets to the baseline. Gets cut off. Had it knocked loose. Got it back, though, and then threw it away.
Got too deep that time and just went in no man's land.
Kirkpatrick fires it down. In there to Stevens. Going up against Bird. Oh, what?
She walked. She jumped and hopped one way and then went back the other.
That's going to be Shelby Bird's second personal foul.
Her second, team second. Stevens to the line for 2.
And it's Stevens at the line for Glasgow. The first one is good. It's her third point of the game. Mahala Burton checking back to the Trojanet lineup now. Will come in for Ann Ashley Atkinson. 47-25 the score. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. Stevens for the second toss. It's on the way. It pops out. Battle for the rebound. Loose ball scramble in the lane and a jump ball. Possession to Glasgow.
Nobody blocked out the shooter. Number 1 rule on free throws is you got to know your assignments, and nobody went with the shooter that time.
Watch your talk here, Shelby.
Lightfoot will toss it in for the Lady-Scotties on the right baseline. Lightfoot looking, sends it out. Free throw line shot for Green, no. Rebound gets knocked around and loose on the floor is Green. How about a travel? Yeah.
But I'm not sure what we're doing. Nobody's really aggressively rebounding. We've still got a 10-plus minute game to play here.
Coming up with it is Mahala Burton for the Trojanettes. Left side it comes to Layla Harris. Sends it to Slagle, driving. Throws it off to the left corner. Bird with the ball. Bounces out to Harris. Harris fakes one way, goes the other, splits the defenders, gets fouled, got tripped up. And the shot could be a 2-shot foul here coming to Layla Harris. Kirkpatrick commits her second personal, number 3 on Glasgow here in the third quarter. Layla Harris had a bucket back in the second quarter. Free throw, rims good for the freshman. Barron's 5 for 5 at the line here in the third quarter. And it's 48-25, Barren County. Harris for the second of 2. On the way, good. And that makes it the largest lead of the night for the Trojanettes at 49-25. England gets with the basketball to Stevens. Stevens gets into a trap, swiped away by Bird out of bounds. 2:34 to go here in the third quarter. Stevens will put the ball in play as it comes into England. Back to Stevens. Stevens gets it across the line, throws it down to Lightfoot. Lightfoot throws it back out to Green. Green now top of the key. England going to let it go. Partially blocked, and it will go out of bounds. And they say, I think maybe
that was definitely
Stevens touch it.
Got to change that one, yeah.
That one's going to be overruled.
She touched it right there.
Comes into Green, missed the shot, rebound Green, walk, no call. Here comes Harris with it. Harris sends it down the floor, Slagle, and it's going to be off of England and out of bounds. With 2:12 to go here in the third quarter, Barren County 49, Glasgow 25. Slagle in front of the Barren County bench, throws it out to Harris, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebound to Stevens.
We shot more top of the key threes tonight than we have all year.
Right.
Usually we make them on the wings and the corners.
Green trying to make a move on Bird. Throws it back out to Stevens. Stevens drives, throws it up, and banked it up. No good. McFall got the rebound. Needs some help. Throws it up court now to Harris. Harris will slow it up here with 1:47 to go. It's McFall pulling the trigger. No good. Spins out. Trying to get the rebound was Bird. It's going to be taken there. Glasgow with the basketball to get it off to Stevens. Stevens into the front court with it. Stevens, top of the key, backs away. Down 1.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick on the move, trying to work against Harris, one-on-one. Drives it down, up and under. Trying to force up the shot, traveling on Kirkpatrick. Good defense by Layla Harris.
Yeah, not much Kirkpatrick could do there. Layla did a good job keeping her feet as she tried to get her to leave them. She only attempted 9 shots this quarter, so we're back on that lower threshold that where we want to be, but we've still been able to extend the lead and keep Glasgow from scoring. Only 6 points given up by the Trojanettes in the third period.
And only 6 in the second quarter, after they scored 13 in the first. Right corner, Atkinson dribbled it off her foot, out of bounds.
We've got almost as many turnovers this quarter as we did the first half. We're up to 9 for the game now.
Ball comes into England, gives it to Crane. Crane has it smacked away by Bird in the hands of Atkinson. Bird's got it back. Bird spins back left, gives it off to Harris. Harris out top, Slagle with it. Slagle working against England, drives on her, goes to the basket, scoops up the shot and got it to go down.
Not an and one. The kid was falling down, and we're just not going to blow the whistle. But great move, Addie Slagle. We'll look at as a play of the game.
Crane driving it down. Off it goes to Stevens. She throws it up off the window and in.
Just their third field goal of the half.
Bayla Burton with the basketball, gives to Atkinson. Cross over to the right, out to Slagle. Little head fake, drives left of the lane. A reach-in foul on Glasgow at 31.9.
You could get one of 3 people there. We'll see who he puts it on. Puts it on
Crane,
yeah.
Her second, team's fourth. Burton underneath the basket to the left. Will inbound it. Trying to find somebody open. Gonna have to hurry. Has to send it out deep, out front to Bird. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Slagle, another high arching 3. Air ball, barely grazed the iron on the right side from the left wing. 23 seconds to play. Lightfoot into the front court for the Lady-Scotties. Spins back to the right side. Ball knocked away by Burton. Throws it up now to Slagle. Fires it off to Bird. Bird goes under. Puts it up and in.
Good ball movement. There's another play of the game opportunity.
Yeah.
We get a steal, their 10th of the quarter, and we have one dribble all the way up for a layup.
Desperation throw is no good from midcourt from Crane, and that ends the third quarter of play. And after 3, it's Barren County 53 and Glasgow 27. We'll return in 1 minute on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Final 8 minutes of this first district tournament game. The Glasgow Lady-Scotties picked up just 8 points in that third quarter. Barren County scores 20. And the Trojanettes with a 26-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
Glasgow to just 3 of 13 that quarter.
And it's Barren County's basketball to start the fourth. It comes into Mahala Burton. Burton finds an opening. Throws it off the left corner. McFall, the 3 is no good off the left side of the rim.
Threes aren't falling.
Rebound comes off to Green. Taking it off, angling off to the right side. Got pushed Bird off and no call there. So it comes out to England, trying to fake one way, go the other. Gets Slagle, trying to drive on her. Cuts her, it's Harris. Harris cuts her off. Gives it to Green. Now Green throws it back out to England. Thought about the 3. Fakes, drives, goes off in the corner to Green. Green will throw it back out to Stevens. Stevens goes right side with it to England. Now England bounces it down low in there to Green. Pass thrown away. Harris has got it for the Trojanettes. Breaks to the middle. Bounce pass off to McFall. McFall throws it back out. Atkinson wide open 3. Go!
There's your wing 3, Jay. Get away from the top of the key and you knock down your 6th 3 of the night.
Another Riley middle group 3 for the Trojanettes. England has a 3-pointer blocked by Burton. Harris has it for the Trojanettes. Harris driving to the basket. Got it blocked. No call, no foul. Loose ball on the floor. Are you just going to let him play or what?
I'm not sure what he's doing. Turnover, though.
Another turnover on the other end. We got a foul.
20th turnover for Glasgow.
And Barren County's basketball. So there's no foul. It just went out of bounds. So Barren County will have the ball with 6:45 left to play. Slagle with it for the Trojanettes. Trying to penetrate down the lane. Floater, no. Rebound, Bragg, no good. Got her on rebound. Back up, no good. Foul on the Lady-Scotties.
And it went out early with foul trouble, and we've not really played bigs much this half because the lineup Glasgow's thrown out there, and really more of a guard-oriented lineup that we've had to guard against. Norris is in there for the first time. She was a kid they started a lot earlier in the year, and her playing time has really dwindled down.
Riley Strode comes in for Norris. She was only in there a second. Hannah Bragg made the free throw. She's got one more. It's 57-27 Trojanettes. Bragg second shot, good again.
We're getting close to that running clock, 31 now.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes to play here in this ball game. Trojanettes trying to move on to the championship on Thursday night to face either Allen County, Scottsville, or Warren East. That game coming up next. We got it for you right here. Strode trying to work it down low against Bragg. Throws it off in the corner. Kirkpatrick slides over, trying to make a move. Out to Green for a three-point attempt. No. Coming out of the win is Atkinson. And it's swiped away by Stevens and out of bounds. And it will stay with Barren County with 6:07 to go in the ball game, leading by 31. Slagle with it for the Trojanettes. Gives it over to McFall. McFall covered up by Green. Shoves it out to Bird. Got Kirkpatrick on her. Slagle with it, left side against Stevens. Atkinson comes over to set a screen, trying to get Slagle open, can't shoot. Throws it back out to Atkinson. Over it goes to Bird. Now Bird working right side against Kirkpatrick. Spins back left, goes up with a shot in traffic and got it.
Her first bucket of the quarter, but she had a nice third.
60-27 now, Trojanettes. 3 for Kirkpatrick.
Made a mistake. You can't go underneath the screen there.
That's 3 threes for Kayla Kirkpatrick. The lead is 30, 60-30. Slagle with it, left side, throws it across to McFall. McFall driving to the bucket, is blocked out of bounds. Had some body contact there, but no whistle on the foul.
Doubled them up. We'll get that one back out under.
England and Stevens check out. Got Crane and Goodman back in for the Lady-Scotties with 5:16 to play.
Running a lot of bodies in and out, trying to see if they can get anything to work.
As Atkinson will throw it out to Bird. Towered over the top of Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick fouling her. The shot goes up, no good. And a travel on Crane will give it right back to the Trojanettes. Layla Harris coming in for Shelby Bird with 5:08 to play. As McFall will toss it in. It's Addie Slagle working against Crane. Trying to drive. Throws it back left side of McFall. Coming off the screen there was Harris. Couldn't find her though. Back out to Slagle with a high arching three. No good. And the rebound is by Kirkpatrick of the Lady-Scotties. 4:48 to go in the basketball game. Kirkpatrick fires it across over the green to the right side of the key. Down to Crane. She double dribbled. I didn't know if they were going to call it or not, but
yeah. Well, it was almost a delayed reaction on all of our parts because you don't usually pick it up and put it back down. But turnover number 22.
Here's Atkinson in the corner to Bragg. Bragg looking. Throws it back out top to McFall. Over it goes to Harris on the right side. Now Harris. Guarded out there by Kirkpatrick. Sends it out front to Slagle. Back left side, McFall. Now McFall will give it over to Bragg. Now Slagle with it. Slagle trying to drive on Crane. Steps back, shoots the jumper. Good. Along two by Slagle out of the right corner. She's got 9 points. 62-30. They fire it down as Stroh's swatted away by Hannah Bragg. Here comes Slagle racing down the floor. Right side angling off to the right. Now looks, goes into Bragg. Turnaround shot in the lane. No good. And a rebound, Jakile Green. Down the right side of the floor, cuts back left. Goes into the key. Now goes right of the lane against Bragg. Puts up the shot. Hit. That's not going to count.
It went in, but it hit the
support.
It went
in, but it hit the support before it went in. So Barren County's basketball with 3:39 to play here. And a 32-point lead as Coach Piper Lindsay will bring in Alexis Cannon, a 5'7" sophomore, for Addie Slagle. Slagle finishing the night with 9 points. Shelby Bird had 17, Mahala Burton with 8. Balanced scoring tonight. How about Ann Ashley Atkinson with 12 points so far in this game? Cannon with it, 3:28 to play. Gives it to McFall. McFall in double figures, had 10 points in the second quarter. The bounce pass over to Bragg on the right side. Covered up by Crane. That's a mismatch. Has to do something with it. Gives it over to Harris, and a foul on Kirkpatrick. It's going to be her fourth. 3 fouls on Glasgow here in the fourth quarter. Hannah Wilson checks in now for Barren County, a 5'3" junior. So we've got Cannon, Wilson, Bragg, Hannah Wilson, and Harris on the court right now. Glasgow brings in Peyton Taylor, a 5'7" sophomore. Her first appearance in the ballgame tonight for the Lady-Scotties. 3:10 to play in this one. Barren County up by 32. Hannah Wilson gives it over to Harris on the left side. Harris trying to make a move. Nice crossover move, and trying to go to the bucket is going to be fouled or no, out of bounds.
Just out of bounds.
Stays with the Trojanettes. Going to get Reagan Griffiths in the ball game and Ava Mullins for the Trojanettes. Wilson and Bragg will come out. Hannah Jolly, a senior, checks in for Glasgow. Comes in for Strode. 2:56 to play. 62-30 Trojanettes. Hannah Wilson looking to inbounds. Going to have to do something with it. And a 5-second count.
The lob was there almost immediately, but once we missed it, they'd covered it up.
It's Stevens with the basketball for Glasgow. Sends it off the right corner. There to Jolly. Back out now comes to Lightfoot. Lightfoot on the dribble. Working against Harris. Leaves it out there with Stevens. 2:38 to go in the basketball game. Curls around to the left side. Gives it off as Jolly's shot is blocked by Mullins. And the ball saved in bounds by Jolly for the Lady-Scotties. Shot on the run, no good. Crashing the board. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Barren County's ball with 2:21 to play. Going to get Miley Commons in the basketball game now. Freshman for Layla Harris.
We had 5 in double figures the last time we played them, and we're going to get close to that tonight.
Yeah, balanced scoring. 2 just shy of double figures. Here's Commons with the basketball. 2:12 to go here in the basketball game as Commons works to the right side against Lightfoot. Leaves it off with Cannon. Cannon covered up by Crane. Had it knocked loose, and now Crane diving in there. And we're going to have a foul. Or no, it is a foul on Cannon.
Said she jumped on top of her. Just got to pick that one up and have somebody come help you.
2 minutes to go in this one. Barren County up 62-30. Stevens with the basketball for Glasgow. Off to the left side, hands it off. It's Lightfoot. Gives it to Crane. Crane, right side against Cannon. Now Cannon on the pressure there. Throws it back out to Stevens. Stevens guarded by Hannah Wilson. Off to the left side. Crane curls around, goes into the lane. Underneath it goes for a shot put up and in by Taylor.
Just their third 2 of the whole half.
62-32. Barren County's Hannah Wilson with the basketball. Off to the left side, it's Cannon. Cannon backs away, getting pressure from Crane. Off to Commons. Now Hannah Wilson coming down to 1 minute to play. And ball got knocked loose and picked up. Crane's got it for Glasgow off to Stevens. Little pump fake, lost the handle. Should have been a walk or a double dribble or something. Shot over the rim, no good. Out of bounds, Barren County's ball. And coming in for the Trojanettes now is Reagan Wilson, a 5'11 sophomore for Ava Mullins. 51.6. Don't forget, we've got Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East coming up in our second game tonight here. We got the broadcast for you right here on 104.7 WCLU. Just radio only for the second game tonight. Hannah Wilson with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Cannon with it now. 40 seconds to play. Commons with the ball. Now Commons on the dribble. Gets it out to Hannah Wilson. 33 seconds to play. Hannah Wilson over to Commons. Covered up by Lightfoot. 25 seconds to go. Back out to Hannah Wilson. Hannah Wilson. And Crane trying to reach in there and swipe it away.
Got to get rid of it.
Yep. And it's going to be knocked loose out of bounds. It goes back to Barren County with 14.6. Wilson comes out to Cannon. 13 seconds to play. Barren County will go to the championship game on Thursday night. Here is Hannah Wilson driving right down the lane. Scoops up the shot, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds with 0.7 of a second. Barren County will be heading to the championship game for the 7th time in 8 years, as the Trojanettes win it here tonight by a score of 62-32 over the Glasgow Lady-Scotties. Barren County goes to 28-2 on the year. Glasgow season comes to a close at 8-22. We'll get Coach Piper Lindsay in for Coach's comments, brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill, before we head into our post-game coverage here in a moment. As Barren County, once again, the final score 62-32. Trojanettes over the Lady-Scotties tonight after trailing 13-9 at the end of the first quarter. And Coach Piper Lindsay joins us now for Coach's comments. Coach, it's always first game jitters heading to the district tournament, and we saw that in the first quarter, but you got things going to the second quarter, got to cruise the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it first game jitters. I feel like it looked like we had never played a basketball game before. We didn't do anything like we had done in the first 29 games of our season. Just like I was disappointed after the first quarter, first half essentially. We kind of refer to us as Lady Trojans when we play like that. So we turned around, we played like Trojanettes the second half. We just weren't passing the ball ahead like we typically do. We were forcing it at times. McFall, thank goodness she came to play in that second quarter. That first half, essentially, she saved us. I think she scored maybe 10 straight points herself.
She did.
Just proud of her for stepping up and making some big-time shots.
Yeah, you know, you outscored them 44-14 in the second and third quarters. So that's the big difference right there. That's what you wanted.
That's exactly right.
But yeah, you knew Glasgow was going to come out and defend you the best way they could, and got that early lead. But I thought, just relax a little bit, get back going in the second quarter, and just take off from there.
Right, just get back to who we are and what we've been doing all season.
Well, Coach, you're moving to the championship game Thursday night. You got Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East. That game coming up. You beat both these teams both times, and both by pretty good margins. But we got to be ready to play for the championship. Can't play like we did tonight, especially that first quarter.
Yeah, again, everything goes out the window. We completely forget about everything. We're still 0-0 from this point forward. Every single game we play, we've got to come ready to go.
Coach, congratulations.
All right, Jay.
See you Thursday night. All right. Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes, they win it by 30 here tonight, 62-32 over the Glasgow Lady-Scotties. And we'll come back with our post-game coverage brought to you by TJ Regional Health after this 2-minute timeout as you're following the 15th District Basketball Tournament on 104.7 WCLU Sports.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
62, Lady-Scotties 32. Trojanettes move on to the championship game Thursday night against either Allen County, Scottsville, or Warren East. This is the TJ Regional Health postgame report. As we take a look at postgame stats brought to you by McDonald's. Barren County actually trailed at the end of the first quarter to the Glasgow Scotties. It was 13-9 Glasgow at the end of the first quarter. Barren County came back in the second quarter, outscored Glasgow 24-6. In the third quarter, it was a 20-8 third quarter lead for the Trojanettes, and they outscored the Lady-Scotties 9-5 in the fourth quarter. Post-game stats brought to you by McDonald's. Glasgow finished with 12 field goals tonight. 4 of those were three-pointers. They were 4 of 7 from the line. And Kayla Kirkpatrick finishing with 20 of Glasgow's 32 points tonight. She had 7 baskets. 3 of those were threes. She was 2 for 2 from the foul line. Kinley Stevens finishes with 5 and a couple of field goals and 1 of 2 free throws. 3 points for Riley Strode, a field goal and 1 of 3 from the foul line. A three-pointer from Reese England tonight and a 2-point basket from Peyton Taylor. Jakiley Green, who had been averaging about 11.5 points a game, held scoreless tonight. Also, Natea Lightfoot, Jayla Green started the ball game, did not score, and so did Jordy Goodman, who started tonight but did not score for the Lady-Scotties. Barren County finishing with 23 field goals tonight. 6 of those were three-pointers. They were 9 of 12 from the free throw line, and balanced scoring tonight for the Trojanettes, as it was Shelby Bird finishing tonight with 17 points. She had 7 baskets, 1 of those a three-point shot. She was 2 of 5 from the foul line tonight, however. And Ashley Atkinson finishing tonight with 12 points. She had a couple of threes and a 2-point basket back in the first quarter. She was 4 of 4 from the foul line. Addison McFall got things going in that second quarter, finishing with 10 points, all 10 of the second quarter. Had a couple of threes, a couple of 2-point baskets. 9 points for Addie Swiggle. She knocked down a 3-point shot, had 3 2-point baskets. 8 for Mahala Burton, as she had 4 baskets tonight from 2-point range. 3 points for Layla Harris, had a field goal and a free throw. And 2 points for Hannah Bragg. Those were on free throw shots. And before you go to more stats here, Robert, here's a final score. Final score tonight from the 16th district. Cumberland County 43, Russell County 42. And wow, what a ball game that was. Looks like Russell County lost it on a 5-footer at the buzzer, which would have won the ball game for Russell County tonight.
So they missed a 5-footer? Is that what you said? Missed a 5-footer at the buzzer. Well, we knew that could be a close game. We said all along they weren't a 4 seed in any other district, and Cumberland County fortunate enough to survive and make it to the regional tournament.
So what do you got stat-wise from this ball game?
23 of 50 for the game, about 10 shots probably below where we want to be attempted, but still make 46% of those 50, 23 buckets, and hit a third of our threes, 6 of 18. Held them to just 12 field goals, so almost double them up field goal wise. 12 of 46 for 26%, 4 of 15 from 3 was Glasgow for 27%. We turned them over 23 times, and we turned it over 12. Off of their 23 turnovers, we were able to score 16 of our 62. So that's a pretty good ratio, and we just gave up 3 points off of our 12 turnovers. Rebounding-wise, we out-rebounded them 32-26. Both teams had 7 offensive boards. We got 6 second-effort points off of those 7 offensive boards and did not give up any second-chance points to Glasgow. A couple others, we demolished them in the paint tonight, 26-8. And our bench outscored them by 6, 16-10. So, everybody looks at it a little bit different way. I'm just happy to get the first one out of the way. And I knew the first 8 minutes. I just kind of watching the girls today walk around school and seeing them at lunch. Everybody eats down there at the academy, so you see the most of them. I just sensed their body language was a little nervous, and that played out there in the first 8 minutes. And once that was over, we were fine. We did some things we shouldn't have done, but you're going to do that no matter if you're playing the number one team in the region. You are the one team in the region. Whatever it is, you're going to have some mistakes. But hopefully we got some of those things out of our system tonight, and we're going to just keep marching on and moving forward. And, Allen County's heavily favored tonight against Warren East. You'll probably play them on Thursday night. And it won't be a 30-point game like it was the last time. And it won't be a blowout like it was the first time. So you've got to go back and refocus. You'll have 2 days of practice, Tuesday and Wednesday, to get ready for Thursday night, and just kind of get your mind right and ready to go. And from this point forward, you're going to get everybody's best shot. You got Glasgow's best shot tonight. You're going to get everybody's, Allen's, whoever that is, and wherever you draw. So you just have to know that and be prepared for it. And like I said, everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's a little piece of this puzzle, and everybody's got to do their part to be able to get to your eventual goal.
Did you pick out the play of the game? Brought to you by CPC Commodities. There were so many different ones that to pick from.
I thought the end of the first half sequence was good. I don't remember who all the players were involved, but we got a turnover, and we had 3 or 4 passes down the floor, and really kind of ended that half. We had a bucket and then a fast break point that really did a great job, I think, kind of putting it. Even though we had a half to play, I think it just kind of sealed the deal with momentum and the way Glasgow had no chance to get back in the basketball game. And even though she didn't score the most points, Piper said it, and I said it when it was going on. Those 10 points by McFall, I think, deserves the player of the game, because she settled us down and really said, guys, it's going to be okay. I know Shelby and I know some others and Ashley had more points than she did, but at the same time, I felt like she was kind of the calm in the storm that really got us through. A couple of big buckets there in the second quarter, and then we had some great contributions from others. And Ashley finished the night. Let me see her rebounds. She had 7 rebounds to go along with those 12 points to lead us in that category tonight.
Yeah. So that's going to about wrap up our broadcast here from the Trojanettes and Lady-Scotties. But stay tuned. We've got the Allen County Scottsville Lady Patriots and the Warren East Lady Raiders coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader here in just a couple of minutes. Again, the final score of this one, Barren County 62, Glasgow 32. Addison McFall, our Southern States Player of the Game. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the broadcast of the Allen County Scottsville Warren East game here on 104.7 WCLU Sports.